welcome back to this live stream of Total War 3 Kingdoms. So we've sort of just had 3 turns essentially trying to figure out the game as we go. We are learning as we go. I like to sort of dive into some of these games without having looked at loads of guides. So if you see anything as we're playing, please just let me know, give me a shout, comment below, all of that kind of stuff. It would be very much welcome. So we have so far just sort of worked our way through the first couple of missions, which was building up an army, upgrading some buildings, thank you very much, building some buildings and sort of expanding our land a little bit. So we've got to sort of work out where to go from here. So we've got we've essentially got 3 different areas we could go. We could go Luyu, which seems to be quite a big city. We've got a Yellow Turban Rebellion just down here in the south. And then we've got some Han Empire down to the south here as well. Now these guys quite like me. So I've got sort of 2 choices. I could either go and take out the rest of the bandits in the mountains and sort of solidify myself in the mountains, or just expand down into the Han Empire. So the Han Empire seems to be the obvious place to go because I'm at war with them. I'm not currently at war with the Yellow Turban Rebellion, so maybe I should push towards the town down here, or maybe down to the iron mine in the south. This sort of does lay its... well, if I take this iron mine, it sort of ties in with actually taking out my potential ally down here, but, you know, all's fair in love and war, as they say. Okay, so I'm building up this army a little bit before I press out. My next mission is to gain some things, so we'll take this opportunity to have a little look around what we've got. So we've got something to do with our characters here. Yes, low general satisfaction. Okay, so this guy's not very happy.
Special rare weapons, armor and
yeah, so we've already learned about all of that. So we can give them sort of different weapons, accessories, all of this kind of stuff. So we can always give him the Iron Snake to make him feel a little bit happier about life in general. So we'll give him that so that he doesn't feel too left out. Now, one of the things that I should be able to do is assignments down here. Okay, so this little button here.
Members of your court can be sent on assignments to benefit your faction. Examine the available assignments to see where you can improve.
Okay, so that's useful. So I can have a look at these assignments. So I've got 3 different assignments. Plus 50 food, lots of growth, bandit patrols, reward, plus 10, okay. Increased provisions, stimulate markets, oversee mustering, bandit patrols. Okay, so how about we go for something that's going to sort of improve our satisfaction and corruption. So we could do this one of these ones. Minus 50 corruption. I mean, what is my corruption? How do I know what my corruption is? Does it tell me somewhere? I mean, I can look at this place and stare at it and be like, okay, how do I find out the corruption of somewhere? Mission number 1. Okay, I'm sure there's some way of doing it, so it doesn't really tell me anywhere. Food is going up, income is going... corruption, 0%. Okay, so the corruption one is completely pointless. Plus military from commerce, silk and spice. So, peasantry, farming, okay, useless. Surplus distribution, so minus 6 reserves. So food is going to be going down then, I presume, because it will just go down over time. Maybe I should just go for this one here, plus food, 50 production, which will, you know, that would be a pretty good one. There we go. We'll put him on some food. So that seems pretty good. Oh, can I do more than one? Okay, show unavailable. Alright, okay, so that just carries on indefinitely. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got some people doing stuff. It tells me that they are doing something at the moment, so I've got plenty of food coming in. That's a nice place to be. We've got our armies, we've got our commanderies, we've got our known factions, so we haven't got many factions that we know about. So, our current missions, okay, send any character on an assignment, which I think I did. So maybe that will come next term. So I've got to hold 4 settlements, and I've currently got 2. So again, it's trying to work out which ones to go for. So let's have a look at our diplomacy for the first time. That's treasury, reforms, diplomacy.
To begin with, your
Okay, so yeah, I know it's going to be very limited to start with. So we've got essentially a choice. We've got the Han Empire, who we are currently at war with, I think, inspecting. There's no real power to control the Han Empire. He's very rich. Ooh, crikey. Strength and threat. Global rank 35. My details. What am I then? Safe. I'm not seen as any sort of actual threat at the moment. So wars. Dong's out and the Han Empire. So we are at war with the Han Empire. So I don't think there's, you know, much reason really for us to be thinking about. So I have got a negotiation slot.
can be reached.
Trade and marriage. Trade agreement. Trade ancillaries. Okay, so let's have a look at the trade agreement. Okay, ooh, this is brilliant. So this is a new thing. This now actually tells you, and I saw this in one of the videos ages ago. It tells you sort of actually what you need to do in order to do some diplomacy, which is brilliant. So right now, I mean, it's worth 300 a turn. It'll make us more ally. You know, she's a good buffer. I'm actually going to propose this deal. I think it would be a nice way to start things off. So these guys here, they're not too fussed about me. Are they? What are they? Don't know who they're part of. Underdog. Okay, so this chap here. Okay, well, we could negotiate with them. Okay, I can just declare war with them. Okay, so currently, I think, from my perspective, I've got 1 trade deal, because that's all I can have. I've got no vassals and no allies. So I think, for the moment, we should just press on with this Han Empire. So we could either push down to the iron mine down here, which would be a good one, but then it would mean that we're sort of sitting on one of our own, or we could move down towards these guys here and take down this town. I think this town could prove, I mean, it's in the middle of sort of a few other places, not easy to defend. It's quite hard to break out here. Thinking about how to break out, I mean, the obvious one would be actually just to push south and take this place. It's nice and defensible, but at least I'm backed into a corner. I've got nowhere really to go. I could go take this person down here. There's a large town, so I think we should move down to this town here. So they really don't like me. Okay, the Han Empire do not like me. Right. Okay, so almost couldn't see that bit up there. Right, so let's close all of this.
As they fight side by side, your generals' bonds will deepen as friends or rivals, affecting their satisfaction in your service.
That's cool. That's a very cool thing. So I think I'm going to build up this army a little bit. Let's recruit it a little bit more. I could take one of my other generals. I mean, these guys are really expensive. 388. Oh, I see. Blimey, he's really expensive. Tick Cross. He likes you do. And these are some new ones that I could get in. Okay, so that's interesting. So he doesn't like me, and he doesn't like me. So these two people don't actually like me. But this guy does. So if I wanted to bring another general in, I'd want to bring this guy in here. But he's currently doing a mission for me, which I don't really want to do. Okay, so we'll just build up what we've got for the moment. I mean, I've got 1 out of 3 armies. So let's bring up. So they cost 1,000 to recruit. Blimey. Okay, so we'll get another unit of cavalry because I think they'll be useful. Should have done that probably last turn. Okay, well, we'll leave it there. So let's end the turn. Move on to the next one. So the Han Empire, I don't know if they haven't got anything nearby, so it's pretty quick turns all round.
As you gain prestige throughout China, you will be rewarded with a rank befitting your power. Your options and resources will increase in line with your authority.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Okay, so we gain momentum, -20 recruitment cross. Keep the momentum, send any character on assignment. Okay, so he's off on an assignment. We've got nothing really to upgrade at the moment. It's spring 191. I think our next thing is going to be pushed down to Zhongzhan. And I think we're going to be taking these two places. I mean, this is the Yellow Turban Rebellion. It would be an act of war. What I don't know is anything about their army. So maybe if I can move down... Is that how I'd get to there? Maybe if I can move a little bit
No matter
closer.
how devoted your soldiers are, rest is needed between marches.
Okay.
Try to manage your army's movements so they can rest in safe locations.
Okay. Safe locations. I guess that would be looking at being in things. Oh, did I not recruit a unit? Oh no, I recruited the cav, didn't I? Okay, we'll leave them there for the moment, and we'll see see how much more we can push down there. And then I think we're going to have to take out the Yellow Turbans. Either that or we push up to the north on this large town that I don't really know, but I think I just want to take out these guys. I mean, in all fairness, I could just take this one and this one and see where she goes. I mean, with her being my trade ally, don't really want to annoy her. And it depends when it comes to happiness of people. Currently no effects. Public order stabilizing. So it looks like they've got some pretty decent... Sort of combined some of the stuff from Warhammer Total War as well. Okay, reform choice pending. So I get to pick one of these things now. So what do we got? Regional commissioners, increased military capabilities. Okay. In currency-based economy, all economy and commerce, more trade agreements, and stronger commerce. Efficient taxation and higher income. +4 military supplies. Plus increased population growth. Okay, so what do I want to be doing? I know from most games that you want to be pushing on your economy. So this does unlock some building, plus 10% income from commerce, but I currently don't actually have any commerce buildings. I only have like peasantry buildings. So maybe, what's that lead to? Trade agreements, lots of silk, spice, trade agreements and things. Okay, trade influence. Ooh, unlocks a unit, crossbowman things. Increased military capabilities. I mean, the military capabilities would be good. I see little units. Okay. So, population growth could be a good one. But again, what the peasants reap. Satisfaction of champions. Improved farming and agriculture. Ooh, I really don't know what to do. So many choices. I would go commerce usually, but I don't have any real of those buildings at the moment, so there's not a lot of point. Income from peasantry would be a good spot. All sources, income from industry. Okay, so maybe this one. How many turns does it take, or do we issue it straight away? Register of land and population. I think that's a good one to go for. I see, it just takes time. Okay, so that'll give us those. Better military. Okay, so let's get this, because plus 15% income's pretty good to start with. Oh, I see, it grows. Oh, that's nice. So next reform in 5 turns. Okay, so we've got a little bit more money. It's always useful. Right, so let's get these guys moving forwards in the next turn. So, do like the beginning of Total War games. They're always pretty, you know, exciting into what they can bring. Is anything going to happen? No. Apart from I'm just getting money. Right, so let's move towards this town. It seems to be there's no buildings here apart from a garrison. So there is a garrison. It's a relatively small garrison.
Persevere.
Your armies take different stances
that's
for
really cool.
different purposes. Forced marches will quicken an army's pace, and a fortified stance will...
Yeah, pretty obvious. Fortified stance will put them in a better place. Okay, so Yanmen. So there's two construction.
Your settlements as they develop. As your population grows, it will strengthen your economy. But be wary of rapid expansion, in case there's not enough food to feed the masses.
Sounds pretty simple. Okay, so we've got two things that we could build. So we could build a Black Mountain lair from looting settlements. Okay, or we could upgrade this. Gives Pine Woodcutter with a really nice big garrison. I mean, it gives me the money, or I could upgrade my town. From commerce, peasantry, I think we can upgrade my town. 2,000. Let's upgrade the town. Okay, and then next turn we'll dive in there. Have a little battle. Doesn't seem to be anything else that I can be doing at the moment. Definitely don't want to be building too many armies and various other things. I think the 4 settlements that I should go for are just the Han Empire ones. Ooh, Gongsuan. Gongsun Zhuan Zan declared war on Li Yu. Okay, so that's those guys up there. Okay. Let's get this going.
If a battle looks like it will fall in your favor, you may pass on command to one of your subordinates, so you can concentrate on more pressing matters.
I mean, do I need to fight it? No, so I could start out, okay, so I could delegate, allow the generals of this army to handle the battle. Okay, if I delegate it. Easy.
Our faith was rewarded.
Nice, decisive victory. Deployed, lost. Okay, so I think we will go for... I could just occupy. Do I go for a little bit of money? I'm just going to occupy it for the moment.
In time, they will thank us for this.
Nice. My bandits was known with fear. This accomplishes both. I saw this opportunity and I took it. Nice.
The war for China's spirit will require heroic generals to lead the charge and inspire others with their deeds. Generals can be drafted to support your armies or strike the enemy directly.
Okay. From that quarter candidate pool. Okay, fab. So, that was good. Moved in well. I mean, I could create another army and push down that way. We've got a city down here that belongs to the Han Empire. Oh, which is a bit difficult. Or I could just clean up this Yellow Turban Rebellion right now. It makes sense to clean them up. I don't know what kind of army size they'll have. Yeah, it does make sense to attack them, and it's a livestock farm. So what have we got here? County office, all sources. And we've got some industry up here as well. Okay, so that was actually quite a lucrative town. Okay, this guy's leveled up.
A person's destiny is revealed by the traits that emerge over the course of their life. These will be embodied as strengths and weaknesses that shape their actions.
Okay, he has low satisfaction. Okay, that's fine. Is that what you wanted to tell me? It has low satisfaction. He hasn't leveled up at all. That's what that one means. Okay, so my faction leader's leveled up. So +1 available armies. So how many armies have I got right now? I've got 1 of 3, I think. So actually there's not a lot of point in trying to do anything with that. +8 instinct, +25 movement range is useful. Makes his army quite speedy. Yeah, I'm going to go for that one. I like this little tree thing that sort of goes around in different ways. Okay, so he's got a bit more movement. Right, so we've got no money. We've got a little bit of money. Can't really build anything. I could build up a new army. So here, can I do an assignment? Songshan? Other commanders? Nope. Okay, so I can only do one assignment at a time. Makes sense. Right. I'm not entirely sure where to go from here. Do I just go and take this iron mine? Toolmaker. Because the Han Empire have got two things down there. Han Empire have also got this place here. This city. Ooh. Feel like expanding down this way just is the wrong way to go. I mean, these guys, I should probably look at. Okay, they're neutral with me. Okay, let's see if I can get an early bit of diplomacy with these guys. The Han Fu, trusting, noble. So I could negotiate something with them. Oh no, I don't want to trade ancillaries. Trade territory, no. Okay, so I currently don't have a free trade thing, which is fair enough. They're already trading with Yan Shao. They're at war with lots of people. They don't have any vassals. Okay, so that's interesting. So it sort of limits the number of diplomatic sort of things that we've got. Okay, I think I'm gonna just have to bring my army back, or do I push onwards? I mean, I feel like I'd raid that rather than take it, but it does give me access to the coast. I mean, I could, if I'm looking at a longer term expansion, I've got this sort of area that I really want to try and take. Dongzhao's quite close. That's where the old capital is, the Imperial City, which is abandoned. So I think I could consolidate this, get this bit here. Maybe then I can trade. I don't know. Oof. Okay, well we'll see what we do next turn. Got low general satisfaction. So how do I make you happier? General lack of purpose. Okay, so he needs something to do, is what he needs. And I could raise an army and send him out, but we'll see. So,
to avoid unnecessary conflict.
What? You want military access, and I give them food, and I give them some leather. No.
If you wish it.
No. Go away. I'm not giving you my stuff.
The loyalty of characters is measured by satisfaction, which will increase if their desires and ambitions are fulfilled. Neglect them, and their satisfaction will wane.
Okay, so we've got the Black Mountain. Time moves relentlessly, waiting for no man. Gongsang and Yan Shao have begun to war. Or do I attack? Oh, no, 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 I didn't mean to do that. No. No. Oh, well, we're going to have to live with a incorrectly pressed button there. Okay, fine. I've got to deal with the other outlaws. It's fair enough. So, this army, I've got to move them back pronto. So, we're going to move them back up to there. So, it'll take them a couple of turns, 3 turns to get there. And then we're going to be moving on that settlement. So, I kind of want to make sure that this place has got a decent garrison. So, if I upgrade it, that will hopefully give me the ability to build some form of garrison for this town to try and protect it. Otherwise, recruitment-wise...
Your generals and their retinues gain experience in battle, increasing their effectiveness.
Okay, I'm going to get some infantry there.
Balance using their experience to fight the tougher battles, while making sure you don't waste them on doomed battles.
Yeah, okay. So let's continue moving. So this is slightly annoying. Gone slightly the wrong way, as I didn't really intend to do that. Maybe the Han Empire won't come back and strike me, but I'm going after Zhenjiang. Okay, so we've got Dao Chan. Fearing the tyranny, sends his adopted daughter to the capital. His plan to have her destroy the relationship between Dong Zhao and his adopted son, Lu Bu. Okay, so sort of politics going on. Let's move them up. In fact, I could do some marching. Let's get them over here quicker. I mean, they've not got a lot of people there, which is fab. 3 turns. Haven't got an assignment that we can do. This guy is not so happy, but he can stay not so happy for the moment. So let's end the turn. So I like how this is all about characters and various other things. What do you want? Trade ancillaries? No.
Curious, but acceptable.
Good. You know, stop trying to get stuff off me. Okay, so I'm getting some money, pushing forward with my armies. Can't recruit in that stance. Okay, so let's move him forwards. So I can't see these guys. I've lost my trade, so my thought is to maybe think about trying to trade with somebody else. And is there somebody I can trade with at the moment?
Your actions will affect your relations with other factions.
Anfu?
So be careful when you attack or insult others.
Don't think I can trade.
Avoid being isolated diplomatically. And try to maintain peaceful relations with factions you wish to stay at peace with.
Makes sense. It's these guys here.
Do we have to?
Okay, they just don't want to fight. That's fine. Okay, so I haven't got any friends at the moment. These guys are not too fussed.
Sit, so we may talk.
Could just trade. I could give them a payment. Yeah, I'll give them 50 and we'll get that. So we'll get some trade with them. Okay, cool. So we've at least got one trade deal at the moment. Now what we've got to try and do is move these guys forwards. Take out this town. All that garrison it's going to have. Okay, I've got a reform choice because it's already been 5 turns. So I could press on and get some more money from places. Building upkeep cheaper. Foreign envoys. +1 trade agreement. So I haven't quite got that stage. I think I'm definitely going to have to think about... I think I'm going to have to think about getting some... Yeah, and granaries. Agricultural garrisons. Okay. So, how does one get that? Acquired buildings, whatever that thing is. Okay, so I'm going to go for this military one over here. I think minus 8% recruitment cost. Even if it sort of puts us towards retainer armies, I think that's kind of what we want, really. Mustering turns. Or do I go building upkeep? Gives me Silk Road stuff. Right, well I think I need the military capabilities really. Unlocks this building. Looting settlements. That was a Black Mountain Bastion. Okay. Unlocks all of those. That's cool. What was unlock? Okay, that's all to do with coastal stuff, so not very useful right now. And that just gives me income. Okay, so let's go for training camp. Okay, fine. Peasants. Peasants! Oh god, this is tough. Don't really know where to start with this. Let's go for military. I think we need some military. Okay, next reform in 5. Okay, so what's up with this guy? Ah, he's got something available. Nice. Points +1. So +5. Ooh, he's got different things, I think. Oh no, he hasn't. Same ones. Is he a champion? Give him that one. Because I quite like this guy to come out. He seems to be a pretty good general that we could occupy at some point. Okay, I can't change that. Okay, let's end the turn. See what Zhang Yan does. Whether she moves towards me or not.
Maintaining public order is essential. If the people become too unhappy, they may rebel. Ensure your population has enough food, and use stationed armies to suppress those that can't be appeased.
Okay, so they're not very happy. So maybe this is time to raise an army. This guy seems to be a pretty good general, but this guy's bored. Oh, he's even less. He's growing unsatisfied because he's got a lack of purpose. So I kind of need to get him out to do something. He's not so happy either. Lack of purpose. You feel like it should be going up though. His is not. His is continually going down. He's alright. So let's get this guy doing something. It's going to be expensive.
Artillery can wreak havoc on the enemy from range, especially when targeting walls and fortifications. However, because of this, they will be prime targets for the enemy and need protection. Okay, cool. Thank you for telling me about artillery. I don't really need to know about that right now. Troops that have been trained in close combat. Okay, so let's go for... We've got 2 units cavalry. Cannot adopt advanced formation. General all-rounder. Good against mounted. Okay, and we'll just have 2 units. I can't even afford that. Let's get an archer unit. There we go. So we'll just stick with those for the moment. We'll build that up. I mean, that'll start to turn around, and at least we might be able to stop the rebellion happening. Our money is in a bit of an awkward spot right now. So let's get these guys into their stalking stance. Oh God, crikey, they could get all the way down here. Let's see if I can get eyes on there. Ooh, there appears to be no army. Okay, where's her army? Okay, there appears to be no army right now, so I don't know where her army is. Okay, we'll wait here. Let's end the turn. What's she gonna do? It just feels weird that there's no army. Fire burns brightly and indiscriminately. But no flame can last forever. Starved of air, it chokes, it splutters, and is then extinguished. The tyrant is dead. Yet in the ashen darkness, the avaricious prowl.
Okay. Fall of the Tyrant. Mr. is plotting to overthrow Dong Zhao. No longer willing to suffer his tyrants, it is said that Dong Zhao's adopted son has been manipulated into striking the killing blow. Blimey, Dong Zhao is dead. Wow. Faction succession, Dong Zhu. Dong Min. New blood comes. Blimey. Okay. So, appears that, wow. Okay, so this guy, he's got low general satisfaction. So is he still low? Oh my god, how do I make him, like, go up? Like, I want you to feel like you have purpose. Like, what do you want to do? Your purpose currently is to patrol this town. Okay, this guy feels like he's lacking purpose. Increase satisfaction with negative by giving them higher court appointments or ancillaries. Okay. If it reaches 0, they'll defect. So I gave him that to make him more satisfied. Right, okay. Well, let's move down onto this town. So, decisive victory. I'll delegate this battle, because I don't think I really need to worry too much about that.
From the roots to heaven.
146, pretty much exactly the same as the last one, so we'll just occupy this.
Only by growth will the word be spread.
Okay, I've got momentum there. And that's deserted. What's that mean? Ooh, I see, she's got a few bits of land down here. Okay. Fab. Long you've been viewed, suspicion opportunities and by the Han. Okay, so I've got to reach my second. Got to reach my second level, so just by doing things. So I've declared war on her. So I feel that she's got this land down here. So Taiyun has got these 3 bits here. So we've got the Han Empire down here with the Toolmaker and the Han Empire with the Iron Mine here. These guys are not happy with me. Commandery wide. So almost what I need to try and do is maintain maintain this kind of something that will make them happy. Okay, so because this guy is he getting happier or not? What's my general doing? Okay, he's the same. This guy's pretty much the same, not really changing too much. Okay, so I've got a couple of things to do, try and work out how to manage those characters. Oh, this chap. Where to move next? Okay, well we'll probably push on. We've got Han Empire, we've got quite a lot of land that we could take. I think right now I've got these guys to eliminate. I mean, that's a fishing port, that's a big old river. I mean, is it actually going to be enough for us to cross over into whatever lands over here? I don't know. And we can go down and clear that out and sort of secure the mountains here with the Han Empire. I mean, this place here, it's a shame that it's so negative at the moment. But anyway, we'll see what happens in the next turn. I think we've taken this. We can't really move with them again. Got a few units that need a couple of turns, so we'll end our turn. So she's disappeared off somewhere. Now what I don't want to do is I don't want to overexpand too quickly.
China can boast some of the finest roads in the world. The best routes are through central China, and traveling along them will hasten your movement.
Okay, thanks. And Gong Susan declared war on Hanfu, and Zhang Yan declared war on Hanfu. Okay, so Hanfu seems like they are losing quite badly. So Lu Fu, they're doing okay. Seems like I've got a pretty good ally up in the north. Maybe those other guys are there. Say an ally, as in they just seem to be pretty happy at the moment. And then I think I've got to work out where to pursue down here. But anyway, I think this is where I'm going to pause things now. So, thank you very much for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, please give the channel a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, give the video a like and the channel a subscribe. Also, you can see details for my Patreon down in the comment section below. That'd be awesome. If you've got any tips or comments, please leave them. It'd be great to hear from you. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.